this video, we're going to discuss about Sixth sinus syndrome. Sixth sinus syndrome is a disease which occurs in SA node. What is SA node? SA node is a structure made up of specialized muscle fiber. It is present in left atrium. It spontaneously generates impulse. These impulse conduct in left atrial valve. From there, it conducts into right ventricle wall and it causes contraction of atria. Further, via conducting system, it goes into the left ventricle and causes contraction of left and right ventricle both. What is the rate of SA node to produce impulse? This is 60 to 100 per minute. That means SA node produce 60 to 100 impulse per minute. That causes 60 to 100 times of heartbeat. What is Sixth sinus syndrome? There is abnormal rate of impulse formation by the SA node is known as Sixth sinus syndrome. Because of abnormal rate of impulse production, there is abnormal rhythm of the heart, that is also known as sinus arrhythmia. What are the causes of Sixth sinus syndrome? First cause is SA node fibrosis. If fibrosis occurs in SA node, that causes dysfunctioning of sinus node tissue and causes arrhythmia. In myocardial infarction, especially myocardial infarction due to right coronary artery, causes damage of ventricular valve and as well cells of sinoatrial valve, causes sinus arrhythmia. Aortic root abscess. In aortic root abscess, there is abscess which proceeds towards the SA node and AV node also. Amyloidosis means there is amyloid deposition in SA node, causes damage of SA node walls. Sarcoidosis, hematochromatosis, that means deposition of ferrous, extra ferrous ion, causes SA node cells destruction. Calcium channel blockers and beta blockers. These are two drugs which are given to reduce heart rate or hypertension. If calcium plus 2 ion is responsible for heartbeat, and as well beta blockers are also responsible for hypotension. What are the type of sinus arrhythmias? So there are multiple kind of arrhythmia we can see in Sixth sinus syndrome. So here we can see in a diagram there is SA node. There is problem. Of course, there is a problem in SA node in Sixth sinus syndrome. So because of the problem, there may be either sinus bradycardia or there may be either sinus tachycardia, or there may be sinus tachycardia and bradycardia, which is known as sinus tachybradycardia. Then these impulse transmit to in this left atrium and then in this right atrium. So the impulse go forward in left atrium and right atrium, and then this left atrium and right atrium causes contraction and produce a rhythm. This is known as atrial rhythm. If this rhythm is disturbed, it is known as atrial fibrillation. This is also a kind of sinus arrhythmia. Then from this SA node and via sinoatrial fibers, these impulse go into atrioventricular node here, which is present. So in sinus arrhythmia, there may be sinoatrial blockage or sinus arrest. That means these impulse unable to carry forward into towards AV node. Later we can see that there may be problem in atrioventricular fibers. So here is what are atrioventricular fibers? Fibers that carry forward impulse from atrioventricular node to the left ventricle. So there are these kind of sinus arrhythmias we can see. Let's go into detail of each and every one. What is sinus tachycardia? Sinus tachycardia, that means the sinus rhythm is more than 100 per minute. What is sinus bradycardia? The sinus rhythm is less than 60 per minute. What is sinus tachybradycardia? There may be tachycardia, that means sometimes rhythm would be more than 100, and bradycardia, that means rhythm would be less than 60 per minute, and both are present together. We can say ECG of this, here is a normal ECG where we can see there is heart rate of 60 to 100. Here is a ECG of bradycardia in which heart rate is slow, so there is heart rate is 60 less than 60 bpm. We can see here is a large intervals in ECG. In tachycardia, the intervals are less than normal, so we can see the rhythm is more than 100 bpm, and the ECG, we can see there are small intervals. In tachybradycardia, there are some large intervals followed by some small intervals, and along there is large and small intervals. What is atrial fibrillation? As we all know that SA nodes produce impulse, that impulse carry forward in right atrium and then left atrium, and then these both right and left atrium contract together, which is shown by a large P wave in ECG. What happens in atrial fibrillation? There is abnormal propagation of impulse generated by SA node. So, because of the abnormal propagation, there is no large big one contraction, rather there will be small or mini contraction in the atrium. So, there will be no growth, but there will be small curve. Here we can see there is no P wave, but there is small curve. Here also you can see in the ECG in case of atrial fibrillation. The another kind of arrhythmia we can see in sick sinus syndrome is sinoatrial blockage. What happens here? There is a SA node and there is a AV node, and in between SA node and AV nodes there are fibers through the impulse carry forward to the AV node. But what happens here? There is absence or the decreased conduction or absence of impulse propagation. We can see large P waves in ECG in case of sinoatrial blockage. Last is atrioventricular blockage. So because of sick sinus syndrome, because there is SA node is not working properly, because of that there would be also problem in conduction of impulse via from atrioventricular node to bundle of His or atrioventricular bundle. So if this is a heart, there is SA node, there is AV node, and in between, and then from this AV node there is atrioventricular septum. So this area is blocked. There is no conduction or very less conduction from AV node to the atrioventricular septa. So these are the types of arrhythmias we can see in sick sinus syndrome.